What's up, everybody, and welcome to Manly Mondays with the Fallible Man. Guys, it is great to have you here. Thanks for joining us today, and I am so excited to introduce our new branded show. If this is the first time you're joining us, be sure and share us with your friends, shout out, and let us know where you're coming from. I love to see you guys in the comments. In fact, it makes the show so much better when you join us. Be sure and let us know where you're tuning in from, because it's amazing where I get people tuning into our show from. If you are a first-time listener, then hey, welcome. If you've never experienced the Fallible Man before, we have a podcast, we have the YouTube channel, we have a full-blown website. We are everywhere at the Fallible Man. And guys, I'm just so excited to start this new branded show with you guys today. We've got a lot going on today. So I'm going to share some ideas with you guys about bullets and books and see what you have to say about it. Like I said, shout out in the comments. I love to hear from you guys. And the more you interact, the more fun we're going to have on the show. Later in the show, we're going to have a chance for you to interact, guys. If you want to interact with us, be sure and email me at info@thefallibleman.com. Subject line, bullets and bullets and books. We'll see if I can get my own title right. And I might just send you a link to join me live on the show, because that would be really awesome to have you guys present with us. And I just love interacting with you guys. Later in that show, I'm going to be giving away a brand new coffee mug for our logos, guys. If you have not seen our brand new coffee mug, well, you're not alone, because no one else has seen it. But guys, be sure and enter in the chat #coffee if you want a chance to win this brand new mug design for our brand new show. And you know what? Without any further ado, let's get into it.
Be better tomorrow because of what you do today.
All right, guys. So what is all this nonsense I'm ranting on about bullets and books? This is an ultimate question about who you want to be. As men, frequently we strive for the big ticket items, the bullet points of life. It is all but demanded of us. In fact, some would argue that legitimately you could say it is demanded of us, right? Men are expected to achieve and to accomplish. And the big question is, what are you? Are you more interested in being a book? Are you more interested in being a bullet point? What would you rather be in this journey through life? And that's what we're going to get into today. Now, I have a couple definitions to throw at you and a couple other things, and we'll go through this and see what you have to say about it. The first thing I want to share with you is the definition of what is a bullet point. And a bullet point is an item in a list that has a large dot in front of it to signify its importance broadly, any point or statement given special emphasis in a speech. Now, this is the definition according to Webster's dictionary. I went ahead and even looked that up, guys, so I'm not even making stuff up, I promise. But guys, that's the definition. And we use bullet points, right? I'm looking at my notes over here to the left. I'm sure you keep seeing me look over. I'm looking at my notes just so I don't meander too far, guys. And I have what? Bullet points all over my notes to make sure I cover what I want to cover today. But that's exactly what bullet points are. Bullet points are those extra ta-da moments in life, right? We get really wrapped up in bullet point wins in life, like the new promotion. Hey, yay, right? What about getting that raise or getting the new car you always wanted? How about landing the perfect spouse, perfect kids, perfect house, new phone, right? We all love our phones in this day and age. Bullet points aren't a good thing. You're right, Dave. And welcome to the show, man. Thanks for joining us. And shout out to my buddy Jared. I know he's watching in his garage right now. Bullet points aren't a bad thing, but bullet points aren't meant to be the only thing. And unfortunately, a lot of times that seems to be exactly where we end up with things, is with bullet points being the whole focus. Now, I want to share with you guys why I think bullet points aren't the end-all say-all. So if you'll bear with me, we can see if I can get this right. Hey, there we go, PowerPoint. Bullet points can be helpful for remembering details, Sarah, you're right. But let me share a couple bullet points with you. Try this one. Born November 1898, died November 1963. Went to Oxford, wrote a handful of books, served in World War I. These are bullet points, guys. Do you know who this is? Based on the bullet points? And Sarah, you already know this answer, so I'm just cheating. My wife isn't allowed to help you guys. Here, I'll give you some more. There are far, far better things ahead than anything we leave behind. It's a famous quote by this gentleman. Does anybody know what these bullet points are, who these are? Because these are bullet points, right? So everybody knows bullet points. Does anybody know who this guy is? No one in the comments? Okay, well, I'll give you this one. There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind with C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis is a beloved author. If you're not familiar, I believe this quote is from Mere Christianity, but he also wrote the Chronicles of Narnia, thus the Aslan picture with them, if you're watching, guys. And that is his life, right? We sum it up by his books. We sum it up by his bullet points. What about this one? Born April 1889, died April 1945, served in World War I, earned a medal, wanted to go to school, but couldn't get in, and he wrote a handful of pieces of literature. I'll even help you out and give you the quote on this one, guys. The man who has no sense of history is like a man who has no ears or eyes. Anybody know who this is off the bullet points? Anybody? I'm seeing you guys out there. Shout out in the comments if you got the answer. Okay, we'll just keep rolling. Here you go. This was Adolf Hitler, guys. A man who has no sense of history is like a man who has no ears or eyes. Adolf Hitler. Now, that is a little disconcerting, right? Because those bullet points sound a whole lot like C.S. Lewis bullet points, but guess what? If you know anything about history, you know these men are very different men, right? You cannot put them in the same group. You cannot even consider them reasonably in the same fashion, guys. And this is what I'm concerned about bullet points. You see, bullet points are great, but bullet points aren't all you. There's a lot more to that. Now, I'm going to take this and throw it out there, guys. If you are watching, hey, be sure and hit hashtag coffee in the comment section, guys. We are giving away this beautiful mug. Guys, get your Manly Monday mug. I will send it to you. There is no cost to you, but just for being here today, you have a chance to win this beautiful mug, and I would love to send it to you. I'm excited about this one. Hashtag coffee in the comments. Now, let's keep rolling on in, right? Now, here's another thing for you to consider about bullet points, right? I recently presided over my father's memorial service. Everyone knows someone who has passed on or has moved on from this life, guys. And without fail, bullet points always get made during a memorial service. It's incredible. People, hey, Jared, hashtag coffee. That's right, baby. People share bullet points. And that's what we look at, right? You get to a memorial service, and it drives me nuts because if you're not the one doing the memorial service, right? If you're just sitting there in the audience and you knew the deceased, how often have you sat there and just gotten annoyed because you're listening to the bullet points and you're like, that doesn't even scratch the surface, right? That's not the person I know. That's not the person I loved. I remember my grandmother's memorial service. People were sharing things, and my sister wasn't going to share, and she jumped up after a few minutes and shared this hilarious story that probably only the family knew. And she's like, I just couldn't let you guys see only that side of Granny. You needed to see the rest. And guys, that's what bullet points are. They capture this little incremental moments of just, okay, that's one thing about them. Just like our conversation with C.S. Lewis and Adolf Hitler, two very different people with very similar bullet points. And if that is what life is, if we are just the sum of our accomplishments in life, then is that what you want left behind? Is that what you want people talking about at your memorial service? Anybody want to agree with me on that? Go ahead and give us a little fist emoji in the comment section. I'd love to see you guys. So guys, what makes a book, right? That is my question. What is the difference between a book and a bullet point? Now, a book tells a story, right? And while there are some bullet points in the story, and those are really important things, okay? I'm not discounting bullet points. I'm not discounting accomplishments. But while bullets share a story, hey, Ryan, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. While bullet points share a story, they don't tell the whole story of a person. In fact, they're not the part we actually care about. At the end of the day, just seeing that is not a summation of a person. In fact, it's not even really the person we cared about. When you get to the end, no one actually is talking about just the bullet points. They're talking about the person they knew. And that is the story, guys. The story is the little pieces along the way that make you just fall in love with people. For example, who knows where this comes from? Do you recognize this one? Shout out in the comment section. What movie does this come from? Does anybody know? What story, I should say? Oh, everybody's shy today. Guys, I know you know exactly who we're seeing on the screen right now. Where are all my Potterheads out there? I can't be the only one. Guys, if you don't recognize this one, this is Harry Potter. And let me tell you the bullet point version of Harry Potter. There was a boy named Harry that survived. Turns out he survived an assassination attempt when he was a baby, and he turns out to be a wizard. Whew, that's crazy. He went to school for 7 years to become a better wizard, which he broke a lot of rules and got in a lot of trouble. Ended up killing a bad wizard that tried to kill him, got married to a girl he met at school, spoiler alert, sorry, and had kids and became a wizard cop. That would not be the Harry Potter we know if that is what J.K. Rowling wrote, right? She didn't write bullet points about Harry Potter. She shared Harry Potter's world. In fact, there wouldn't be 7 movies, 8 books, or sorry, let me flip that, my bad. 7 books, 8 movies, a theme park, children's costumes, we are coming up to Halloween, toys, and J.K. Rowling wouldn't be worth $820 million, guys, if she had wrote the bullet point version of Harry Potter. That is just not even, no one cares, right? No one cares about the bullet points of Harry Potter. We all love the story of Harry Potter because we grew up with him. We watched him grow up. We watched him struggle with things that you and I struggle with. It's what made him identifiable. It's what made us care about what happened to him and his friends, because we got the entire story. So here is some action items for you guys, all right? If you don't want to be bullet points, guys, if you want to be a story, if you want to live your life in a way that people talk about your life as a story and don't remember all the things you did, instead they remember who you were, you will get a lot more out of life. I guarantee it. You have to learn to enjoy the journey over just the bullet points, guys. So let me share with you these couple ideas. I want you to be in the moment, okay? I want you to put your phone down. See this? Yeah. We all have these, right? Put your phone down. Turn off the television. Make eye contact with people when it's applicable to the situation, or applicable, or however you say that, because I always get that wrong. Focus on the now. Be in the moment, guys. And being in the moment lets you be fully there and truly pay attention to the people you care about. It lets you show the people you care about, and it lets you write that story. Because if you're in the moment, then you can appreciate all the little things. Let me give you an example, right? We all know I hate fishing, but yet when I go fishing with my daughter, I actually apologize if I have to check my phone, because I just want to be there with her and spend that time. And I have so many memories that I've garnered being with her in the moment with my phone put away, just watching my child grow up and enjoy a simple thing like fishing, guys. Be in the moment. Next one I want to share with you guys is slow down and breathe. Okay? We live in a microwave society, and it is a breakneck speed that too often just has us rushing through our life where nothing good comes out of it. I mean, you miss so many things. Yeah, you hit some bullet points, guys, but you miss all the details that make life fun. You miss all the details that really just make life shine. I want to see us get back to a front porch mentality. Now, I notice we will never go all the way back to a time before everything got modern and fast, where everybody just sat on the front porches and talked to neighbors, and that's where we gathered. Although I think we should try. I really think, honestly, we should try and get back to that front porch conversations with our neighbors, visiting people who are walking down the street, talking with your neighbors as they go by, sitting down over some iced tea. I think that very Southern cliche, guys. I think there's a lot of value to that. Slow it down. Enjoy the moments. I had a great conversation with my friend the other day that I just totally wasn't expecting, and reconnected with my friend Jared, who's on right now. And I turned off everything else, guys. I picked up my phone because we were talking on the phone. I went outside away from my computers and all of my other distractions and lit up a cigar and just enjoyed visiting with a friend. Did I have other things to do? Probably. Do I care? No, because that was incredible, guys, just to touch base and really deeply connect with somebody I care about. Guys, those are the moments we miss at these breakneck speeds. Now, I want to remind you guys, if you want coffee, or yeah, we all want coffee. But if you want the coffee mug today, guys, be sure and type #coffee in the comments to get your chance to win a coffee mug. It's not this coffee mug, although you can go to my website and buy this coffee mug. But check out our new show coffee mug for this show, the Manly Monday. And be sure and tell me, guys, in the comments if this is a really great time for you. I'm still playing with it for a perfect time for this show. Still experimenting. In 2 weeks, we'll be having the show at 4:30 Pacific time, 7:30 Eastern time to try that time spot. Now, back into it, guys. Let me give you a secret to help you be able to slow down and breathe and be in the moment. I want you to plan and schedule. I want you to really dig in and get in your schedule, guys. There is no excuse these days. You can get so organized. We all have Google Calendar, our Microsoft Calendar, our, oh my goodness, there's so many calendars on my phone. It's unreal. In fact, I'm trying to consolidate calendars because I have so many calendars. But guys, be sure and grab a calendar, and I want you to start using it. Now, I get a lot of pushback on this because people like spontaneity. Spontaneity is great if you want to keep missing things. Okay? It's really that simple. Spontaneity is awesome if you don't mind missing out on a lot of things, because in the hurry of being spontaneous and leaving your calendar open, you miss a lot of moments because you're waiting for that next moment that you think is important. Guys, get your schedule together. Block out time. I have time blocked out every week that I spend with my children. Nothing happens during that time period except me and my children. That is sacred to me. Guys, I try and block out time to have a date night with my wife now because that is sacred to me, that time with her. Block out the things, and because you have everything scheduled, because you planned for it, it allows you to, it's a #coffee, Ryan. It's an auto drawing, so if you type the wrong one, it will not register you. But I'm glad you're playing. Guys, get that schedule down, and then you don't have to worry about missing things. You can be in the moment because you know you've blocked it out. Okay? You know you have a time to do this. You know you have a time to work. You know you have time with your family. You know you have time with your kids. You know you have time with wife. You know you have a time to read. You know you have time to... Guys, it seems a little annoying, but I'm very serious. Blocking out time and getting your schedule really well together, planned out, does huge things for allowing you to breathe because you know you're not missing anything if it's on the calendar. It is really, really important, guys, and it will free you up to not stress out about things and not be freaked out because you're missing something or you didn't plan for something. It just is a bad idea. Guys, I want you to prioritize. Some of our regular viewers and listeners will tell you I have a saying, guys. If it's important, you will find a way. If it's not, you will find an excuse. I have a lot of people who hate it when I say this, but this is just a fact of life, guys. You have to prioritize. You do not have enough time in your day to do everything you always want to do. It is not possible. There is so much a person can do these days, so much going on in the world that you are going to miss things because you can't do it all. Sorry, I was checking my notes. You can't get everything. It's just not possible, guys. You have to pick and choose. You have to make choices and live with the consequences of those choices. So you need to sit down while you're scheduling and prioritize what is important to you, what draws your attention, what is worthy of your attention, until you actually put it down on paper, you can't build your life around it. And guys, that's what you need to do. Figure out what is important so you can get it on your schedule, so you can make sure you're not missing the things you want to do, so you can slow down and breathe because you're not worried about missing something. Take a few deep breaths, right? And you can be in the moment and just present with the things that are important to you. Now, guys, I have shared with you what I think about it, and now is my favorite time because now is your time to share any questions, comments, smart remarks. Guys, if you're new to the live stream, I just started implementing it. You can email me at info@thefallibleman.com, put the live stream's name in the subject line, and I might bring you on to ask questions live during the event, guys, if you aren't camera shy. But guys, if you have a question, put it in the comments. Be sure and put question marks on each side of it so I know you're asking a question. It helps me sort out the comments, or put a Q in front of it. It's this nice little scrolly thing at the bottom of your screen says. I'd love to hear from you guys. Now, if we don't have questions, then I guess we will go on. But hey, guys, before you do that, put your aha moment, guys. If something really moved you, it helps me to get the feedback. So put your aha moment in the comments in the chat. If you're watching this on the replay, guys, be sure and put your aha moment down below in the comments. I read all of them. I reply to them. If we got any questions at all, if not, we will go to everybody's favorite part of this. We will go to the giveaway for the coffee mug. So guys, last chance. I want you to be sure and put in #coffee if you want a chance to win our brand new mug. This is your last chance. #coffee, nothing before it. We know how sketchy this tool gets. Let's see. We'll go to the StreamYard tool. And guys, are we ready? Are we ready for the giveaway? Oh, I'll make it bigger so you guys can see. All right. Anybody else? #coffee. See how it is. That's how it's got to look. In 3, 2, 1. Draw. I need a drum roll. I don't know if you... I had one somewhere. I don't know where it went. Congratulations, Sarah. I almost feel like that's cheating, but hey, you did play it by the rules, so we'll go with that. Congratulations, Sarah. And oh, that's for my daughter, Abby. My wife is rolling on behalf of my daughter, Abby. That is cool. You know, Ryan, we're starting our own coffee young. Gotta hit them while they're young. Get them started. Guys, I appreciate you taking time to hang out today and being a part of this. Thanks for hanging out. And as always, be better tomorrow because of what you do today. And we'll see you in 2 weeks.